Ranger taking him down. One team left, guys. Ooh, taking it down to 115. Discounted to 115. Last team. And we will fill. We will break as soon as this team goes. All cards are going to ship, guys, for one money. All cards, one ship. Last team. Last team till we break. Giants are live at 115. Oh, here we go. Who's going to take it? BBA Will. Thank you very much. That is all. Let's get to breaking, guys. All right. 20 boxes coming your way. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Again, this is only my second break ever, guys. This is my first time doing it. Please be kind. Feel free to roast me in the comments. I will butcher the names. Not on purpose, but I will. Tilt this down here for you guys to see better. All right. Tucker Craft. Amika Egbuka. Ooh. Patrick Willis. Josh Hines Allen. Josh Allen. Tank Gisby. Chuba Hubbard. Try to speed up here for you guys. Zoom out, man. All right. Zoom out. I think I'm out as far as I can go. I'll just hold them away. Jared Verse. Riley Leonard. Will Anderson. Kyron Williams. Jack Bench. Rome O'Dunes. Devin Hester. Caleb Johnson. Arian Smith. Aaron Rodgers. Tyler Warren. Jalen Milrow. Peyton Manning. Jake Ferguson. Eric Armstead. James Pierce Jr. Chuba Hubbard. Bo Nix. Max Crosby. Tyler Warren. Robert Brazil. Will Anderson Jr. Andrew Van Ginkel. Jeffrey Simmons. Dante Thornton Jr. Trey McBride. T. Higgins. Odell Beckham Jr. Jeffrey Simmons. Arian Smith. Devin Hester. Saquon Barkley. Tyler Warren. Brian Thomas Jr., and Jack Campbell. Again, guys, thank you for bearing with me. This is my second break ever. I will butcher the names, not on purpose. I may not know the exact cards. I will treat them all with respect. Feel free to roast my names in the comments. I don't mean to butcher them. I will get better. Just started, yes. Second box. Joe Namath. Shadur Sanders. Cedric Tillman. Tucker Kraft. Isaac Tesla. Dylan Gabriel and Tony Pollard. Matthew Stafford. Ashton Genty. Travion Henderson. DK Metcalf. Andrew Van Ginkel. Richard Sermon and Travis Kelsey. If I miss something, please, please, please put it in the chat, and I will make sure to do the right thing with it. Again, I treat all cards with respect. I'm just starting out. Gabriel Davis, Kareem Hunt, Jared Verse, Khalil Shakir, Michael Irving, Garrett Wilson, Tyrone Tracy Jr. Respect that card's authority. Case hit. Genzy. Give me 1 second here. One second. Genty? These cards you want stayed on camera? Tiki Barber. Mitchell Evans. Christian McCaffrey. Torrey Horton. Derek Stingley Jr. Dante Mitchell. Khalil Shakir. Spears. Ricky White. Brooke Bowers. Rondé Barber. Jonathan Taylor. Abdul Carter. And Christian McCaffrey. Ranger, are you wanting these on camera? Chris Olaf. Ty Felton. Eric Armstead. Tyler Salt. Lad McConkey. Rich Gannon. Kyron Williams. Sam Darnold. Julius Peppers. Brees Hall. McMillan. Brock Bowers. Bill Coward. Jared Goff. Michael Phoenix. Jahid Campbell. Spears. Tony Pollard. Malik Nabbers. Quincy Jodkins. Sorry about that. Jamal Anderson. Ben Roethlisberger. Abdul Carter. Hunter Henry. Kenneth Grant. Matthew Golden. Julius Peppers. Andrew Van Ginkel. Derrick Henry. Jameer Dyke. Chris Olave. Travis Kelce. Justin Jefferson. Jackson Smith. Trey McBride. Darnell Mooney. Damian Martinez. Frank Gore. Maxwell Hairston. Patrick Queen. Antonio Gates. And David Juco. Hold the cards higher. Okay. Baker Mayfield. Tyrone Tracy Jr. Golden Tate. Kyle Williams. Trey Henderson. Aeneas Williams. Joe Green. Warren Moon, Anthony Richardson, Brett Favre, Mitchell Evans, Patrick Queen, Gabriel Davis, Juan Jennings. Trey Benson, Jalen Royals, Russell Wilson, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Gibbs, James Cook, Derek Stringley Jr. Larry Fitzgerald, Derwin James Jr., Thurman Thomas, Shadur Sanders, Terrell Davis, Kurt Warner, and Fred Taylor. Brock Bowers, Dylan Sampson, Brock Bowers, Emil Bairn, Shadur Sanders, Sean McVay, oh Lord, Chigzion Nakwao. God, butchered. Sam Laporta, Dalik Williams, CJ Stroud, Harold Fannin Jr., Kyle Williams, Caleb Johnson, Cameron Hayward. Roddy White, Mike Evans, Bryce Young, Nick Bonito, Isaac, Christian Watson, Jeremy Shockley. What was this? CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams, Isaac Tesla, Zaire Franklin, Tim Brown, Devontae Adams, Drake London, Michael Irvin. Hunter Henry, McMillan, Colston Loveland, Ty Felton, Malik Nabbers, Travis Hunter, Josh Downs. Mike Gazicki, Kenneth Grant, Jalen Milrow, Monder Stevenson, Jaden Daniels, Josie Jewell, Jamar Gibbs. Dan Fouts, Trent Dilfer, Ricky White, Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson, Colnett, and Chuck Foreman. Jamal Charles, Derek Harmon, Dylan Gabriel, Wes Welker, Brock Bowers, Nico Collins, Devonta Smith. Montez Sweet, Jordan James, Blout, Eric Dickerson, AJ Brown, Jack Beck, and Chase Brown. Ray McLeod, Cam Miller, Theo Johnson, Graham Mertz, CJ Stroud, Trayvon Henderson, J. Devon Clowney, Willis McGahee, Jared Goff, Ray McLeod, Jake Ferguson, Larry Fitzgerald, Ray Lewis, Travis Entney Jr. Jamar Chase, Isaac Tesla, DJ Giddens, Byron Robinson, Jamar Chase, Caleb Williams, Randy Bradshaw. Tony Dorsett, Jalen Waddle, Robert Brazil, Jackson Dart, Caleb Johnson, Chris Johnson, Zach Ertz. Dak Prescott, Reed Barron, Willis McGahee, Quinn Ewers, Greg Barry Sanders, Drake London. Devontae Adams, Tank Bigsby, Devontae Adams, Trey Harris, Travis Hunter, Brock Purdy, Joe Theismann. Al Toon, Zay Flowers, Warren Sapp, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Hunter, Theo Johnson, Brian Robinson Jr. Malik Nabbers, Tyler Warren, Matthew Golden, Travis Hunter, Brian Burns, Saquon Barkley, and Geno Smith. Devon, Sam Laporta, Marshall Falk, Mark Andrews, Tyler Warren, Aaron Rodgers, Micah Parsons. Troy Franklin. Troy Horton. David Montgomery. Bashal Tutton. Amon Ross St. Brown. Patrick Willis. Derwin James Jr. Marquise Brown. Jimmy Horn Jr. Warren Moon. J.J. McCarthy. George Kittle. Rondé Barber. And Ashton Genty. Jordan Love. Jerry Jeudy. Caden Prather. Terrell Owens. Trey Harris. Golden Tate. Zay Flowers. I'm getting creamed in the comments. I am sorry, guys. Bucky Irving. Garrett Wilson. Harold Carmichael. Larry Fitzgerald. Caleb Johnson. Santana Moss. Jeff Blake. Chris Boswell. Kenneth Grant. Jonathan Taylor. Ollie Gordon. Chris Jones. Tyler Shug. Will Lutz. Derek Harmon. Victor Cruz. Kyle Van Noy. Greg Zerling. Greg Razul. Zach Bond. George Pickens. Ladd McConkey. Jordan James. Kenneth Walker. Curtis Roke. Ty Felton. Jaden Daniels. Chris Godwin. Quinion Mitchell, Trevor Lawrence, Jaden Higgins, Peyton Manning, DeAndre Swift, Jaden Higgins, Justin Fields. Marvin Harrison Jr., Jalen Royals, Dawson Knox, Trey Harris, Justin Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor, and Tim Brown. Let me get these cards situated real quick before I get the next box going. Give me just 1 second here. All right. Tyler Newman, Cam Ward, Donovan Jerome Bettis, CeeDee Lamb, Hunter Henry, and Trevor Lawrence. Xavier Liggett, Trayvon Henderson, Eric Moulds, Mike Singletary, Larry Fitzgerald, Breece Hall, Trent McDuffie. Lamar Jackson, Savion Williams, Stephon Diggs, Jameer Dykes, CJ Stroud, Cam Ward, Cedric Tillman, Leonard Williams, Maxwell Hairston, Deion Branch, Elijah Arroyo, Jamar Chase, Danny White, Jalen Waddle. Justin Jefferson, Drake May, Joe Burrow, Robinson, Jalen Hurts, Calvin Ridley, Winfield Jr. Steve Spurrier. McMillan. Randy Moss. Tyler Newbin. Jordan Love. Earl Campbell. Christian Wilkins. DK Metcalf. Larry Fitzgerald. Audric Estim. James Pierce Jr. Mecca. Brian Thomas Jr. Isaiah Likely. Calvin Johnson. Jimmy Horn Jr. Cooper Kupp. Justin Fields. Puka. Brock Purdy. Patrick Mahomes. Cole Met. Cam Ward. Jamal Charles. Caleb Johnson. C.D. Lamb. Trayvon Henderson. Corey Dillon. Trayvon Henderson. Terry McLaurin. Jamian Sherwood. Jaden Daniels. Ray Lewis. Caleb Williams. Woolen. Robert Brooks. Matthew Golden. Kenny Clark. Riley Leonard. Cam Ward. Chris Johnson. And Bo Nix. Cortland Sutton. Maxwell Hairston. James Conner. Derwin James Jr. Brock Bowers. Barry Sanders. Romeo Doubs. Kyle Duggar. Savon Williams. Isaiah Davis. Matt Milano. Ashton Genty. Travis Hunter. And Tua. Marshawn Lattimore. Ashton Genty. Jamar Chase. Odell Beckham Jr. Jaden Higgins. Josie Jewell. TJ Hawkinson. Bernie Kosar. Sam Laporta. AJ Brown. LaJohntay Wester. Kurt Warner. Cole Met. Joe Horn. Garrett Wilson. TJ. Jack Campbell. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jared Verse. Nico Collins. Alvin Kamara. Justin Herbert. Alec Aomanor. Tony Dorsett. Mason Taylor. Jalen Hurt. Jack Beck. Dante Culpepper. Mark Brunell. Devin Neal. Joe Theismann. Will Shields. Puka. Chase Brown. Keon Coleman. Jordan Addison. Austin Hooper. Jamal Lewis. Micah Parsons. Lad McConkey. Michael Vick. Ricky Purcell. George Kittle, Ollie Gordon, Jalen Hurts, Robinson, Sam Darnold, Cam Scatabo, Josh Jacobs, Graham Mertz, Richard Sherman, Chuba Hubbard, Carson Schwizinger, Pat Bryant, Will Shields, Will Disley. Jerome Ford, Dante Thornton Jr., Fred Warner, Kendre Miller, Lamar Jackson, A.J. Brown, Richard Seymour. Jacoby Myers, Steve Young, Gray Zabel, Josh Hings, David Walker with an auto. This I do know. Let me put this in a case here. And let me get David Walker. Auto. Okay, let's keep going. Matt Milano, Aaron Jones. Chop Robinson, Tyler Show, Myles Garrett, Ozzie Newsome, Jack Beach, Jackson Dart, and Dwight Freeney. Janu Smith. Ooh, I think this one's a good one. This one's I read was a harder one to get. Patrick Mahomes Micro Mosaic. Let me put this in. Yeah, I think that's one of the rarer ones. Give me 1 second. Let me get a hard case top loader. Okay. Let me grab that. Patrick Mahomes, Micro Mosaic. Congratulations. James Pierce Jr., Dak Prescott, Brian Branch, Gabriel Davis, Kyler Murray. Joe Morris, Jalen Noah, Cam Scatabo, Shamar Stewart, Brian Thomas Jr., James Cook, Andre Reed. Alec Pierce, Tez Johnson, Jackson Smith, Jadeveon Clowney, Dylan Gabriel, Kurt Warner, Joe Mixon. Dear Lord. Phone down. Sorry about that. Armand Membo, Kyle Duger, Kelvin Banks Jr., Garrett Wilson, Lamar Jackson, Sean McVay, Isaiah Likely. The Mahomes is in a top loader. I will get it when I'm done here. DK Metcalf, Travis Jr., Michael Vick, Drake May. Got another auto, Joey Porter. Joey Porter, Dolphins auto. Congratulations. Caleb Johnson, Patrick Mahomes. Calvin Johnson, Taj Brooks, Rich Gannon, Marshawn Lattimore, Brock Bowers, Christian Watson, Corey Dillon. All right. A.J. Brown, Trevor Etney, Montez, Drake May, Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, and Geno Stone. Geno. Kareem Hunt, Luther Burden, Saquon Barkley, Jaheed Campbell, Michael Irving, Trey Tucker, Jalen Warren. Isaiah Davis, Hunter, Dalton Schultz, Josh Allen, Caleb Williams, Shadur Sanders, Puka. Jonathan Stewart, Trey Harris, Josh Simmons, Derek Stringley Jr., Najee Harris, Jordan Love, Williams. Wes Chandler, Ashton Genty, Brian Thomas Jr., McMillan, Julius Peppers, Tank Bigsby, Xavier Worthy, John Elway, Curtis Rourke, Quentin Johnston, Damian Martinez, Amika, Eric Allen, Zach Bond. Cole Met, Jamal Anderson, Eric Allen, Woody Marks, Omarion Hampton, Jaden Reed, Woolen. Robert Brooks, Jalen Walker, Bernie Kosser, Randy Gradishar, Matthew Golden, Trey Tucker, Romeo Dowds. Cortland Sutton, Jalen Blue, Anthony Winfield Jr., Kyle Williams, Trey Hendrickson, Shadur Sanders, Bo Nix. Caleb Williams, Zach Ertz, Tank Bigsby, DK Metcalf, Puka, Najee Harris, Michael Irvin. Hunter Henry, Jackson Dart, Garrett Wilson, Mason Graham, Andrew Van Ginkel, Jordan Love, and Josh Downs. Mike Jazicki, Colson Loveland, Jonathan Stewart, Jordan Love, Jonathan Taylor, Tank Gibbsby, Eric Allen. Trent Dilfer, Jaheed Barron, Ben Roethlisberger, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Chuba Hubbard, Jamal Lewis. Garrett Blount, Trey Harris, Tyler, Talik Williams, TJ Watt, McMillan, and Josh Allen. Russell Wilson, Bill Cowher, Derrick Henry, DJ Moore, Matthew Stafford, Saquon Barkley, Brian Thomas Jr. CJ Stroud, Curtis Rourke, Dylan Sampson, Kyle Hamilton, Trey McBride, Bryce Young, John Robinson. Drake May, Ollie Gordon, Frank Gore, Santana Moss, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Thurman Thomas, Kendra Miller. Quentin Johnston, Dante Mitchell, Darnell Mooney, Jalen Royals, McMillan, Brett Favre, Myles Garrett. Take these down so they don't. Bryce Young, Roddy White, Deontay Swift, Jackson Dart, Jaden Higgins, Tyler Newman, Terry McLaurin. Debo Samuel, Dylan Sampson, Sam Darnold, Anthony Richardson, Kurt Warner, Stephon Diggs, and Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Trey Benson, Zach Bond, Luther Burden, Cooper DeJean, Jerome Bettis, Eric Dickerson. Cooper Coop, Tyreek Williams, Fred Warner, Derrick Henry, Bo Nix, David Montgomery, Tyreek Hill. Kenny Clark, Trevor Keeney, Michael Phoenix Jr., Trevor Attini, Justin Jefferson, Matthew Golden, and Fairbairn. Franklin, Luther Burden, Kyle McCord, Victor Cruz, Joe Burrow, CeeDee Lamb, and Mike Evans. Garrett Wilson, Williams, Bryce Young, Will Lutz, Lamar Jackson, Rich Gannon, Dante Culpepper. Justin Herbert, Tyler Schroed, Demario Davis, Cam Miller, Puka, Tank Bigsby, and Keon Coleman. Mark Brunell, Kenneth Walker, George Pickens, Omari Hampton, Rome O'Dunes, Peyton Manning, Alvin Kamara, Jonnu Smith, Tyler Warren, Debo Samuel, Adrian Smith, Drake May, Max Crosby, Kyler Murray. Joe Morris, Micah Parsons, Chris Godwin, RJ Harvey, Andrew Van Ginkle, whatever, Tyler Warren, Andre Reed, Alec Pierce, Torrey Horton, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Abdul Carter, Bobby Wagner, T. Higgins, and Joe Mixon. That's exactly what we wanted to have happen on a live. I'm already getting roasted. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right. Last 2 boxes. Going horribly strong. All right. Okay. Dalton Schultz, Travis Hunter, DJ Moore, Earl Campbell, Calvin Johnson, Wes Welker, and Mark Andrews. Jalen Hurts, Caden Prather, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, Ryan Branch, Colston Loveland, and J.J. McCarthy. All right, Steve Young, Trent McDuffie, Calvin Ridley, Jordan James, Marshall Falk, James Conner, and Mike Singletary. Warren Sapp, Rayshaw Tutton, Jamal Anderson, Derek Harmon, Dylan Gabriel, Jamian Sherwood, Deion Branch. Marshall Falk, A.J. Brown, Joe Namath, Colston Loveland, Audic Esteen, R.J. Harvey, and Randy Moss. Yeah. Jerry, Gray Zabel, Trey McBride, Jalen Hurts, Luther Burden, Demario Davis, Greg Zerling. Last box, guys. Eric Moulds, Larry Fitzgerald, Matthew Stafford, Dan Fouts, Garrett Wilson, Tyrone Tracy Jr., Kenneth Walker. Joe Burrow, Carson Swessinger, Danny White, Cam Ward, Puka, Cade Otten, Anthony Richardson, Elijah Roro, Gunnar Helm, Gabriel Davis, David Joku, Drake May, Terrell Owens, and Fred Werner. Harold Carmichael, Josh Simmons, Joe Green, Jimmy Horn Jr., Drake May, Adam Thielen, and Victor Cruz. Kyle Van Noy, Cam Miller, Cam Ward, Bobby Wagner, Jalen Milrow, Austin Hooper, and DJ Moore. Last pack, guys. I want to thank all of you who have been kind, have been patient with me. Again, it is my very first day here, so I appreciate all the kind words. Dawson Knox, Harold Fannin Jr., Tiki Barber, C.D. Lamb, Brock Bowers, Drake May, and Frank Gore. That is it. Let me go over at least the 3 that I know I have. We have the David Walker auto for the Bucks. We have the Joey Porter auto for the Dolphins. And then we got the beautiful micro mosaic of Patrick Mahomes. All right, guys. We will get all of these shipped up and sent to you guys, packaged up real well. We may pop up tomorrow, just depending on what we got going on. We will have an overlay coming for you guys to make things easier on everyone. Again, I'll be getting better, so hopefully you all stick with me. Ben is our other breaker who is very well seasoned, so I'll learn from him as well. Just please stick with us. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you around on our next breaks. He does have scheduled breaks at 9 o'clock or Central Time or 10 Central. I'm not too sure. I think it's at 9 Central. But if you have bought on eBay, those will be coming at 9. Again, thanks for everyone. Have a good one, fellas and ladies. I will, Big Giant Man. I appreciate your words.